Let me show you how to take your eyebrows from this to this. Now, first, I like to start with castor oil. I like it because it's thicker, and I only use cold pressed organic castor oil. That is very important. There are a lot of fake castor oils out here, so you want to make sure that what you're putting on your skin is real. Okay, so first you want to take some thread. I use thread from like a sewing kit. So you want to tie this thread into a knot, essentially making a circle with it. And I like to tie it in 3 knots at least. That way the thread holds while you're threading your eyebrows, okay? Over your thread into this like circle and then spin it at least 8 times. Now, the amount of spins that you want to do is dependent on how big or how small your thread circle is. So the smaller, the less spins. The bigger, the more. This is the most important part. This is the motion that we're gonna do to be able to cut the hair off of our face, okay? So you wanna do kind of like scissors. You know how when you cut paper, the part that you're holding opens up and then the part that's cutting closes? That's the type of dynamic we want to do here with the thread. Before I start, I like to shape my eyebrows the way I'd like for them to look. I've been doing this for about 3 years now, so I know exactly how I want it to look. I tend to do somewhat of a L shape. That just works for me, and I love this look. Now, when you thread, you want to make sure the thread is literally on your skin. As you can see, this is a little bit of the hair that I have pulled off already. I like to shape in as I go, just so I can make sure that I'm doing it the way that I desire to and clean up those tiny hair spots that are barely seen. I have very thick eyebrows, very long eyebrows, and sometimes I have hair beyond the point of my eyebrows, so I like to clean those up as well. As you thread, your skin is going to get red, especially if it's your first time, just because you're removing hair. So it's just natural. Before I started teaching myself how to thread, I was tweezing my eyebrows. And then before that, I was getting my eyebrows threaded from different places. I still sometimes go to threading house here in Chicago, but always nice to learn how to do something yourself that you enjoy, especially because my eyebrows grow back really quickly. And it's so easy to be able to thread your own eyebrows. It literally took me no time to learn. I learned from online a few videos because I was just I always got my eyebrows threaded when I was growing up in high school. And then I started going to a different place and then I started to tweeze my eyebrows and I'm like, let me just teach myself. It's very easy. Of course, starting off, it may take you a little bit longer, but that's okay. Practice makes perfect, like with anything. So you want to take your time. Sometimes I'll nip my skin on accident, so just want to be very careful of that. It does hurt a little bit, but it's not too bad. See, as you can see right there. Just a reminder, this is the motion that we want to go. Remember, it's almost like you're cutting something, like with scissors, right? The part that's cutting is shorter, is smaller, versus the part that's wide open. That's the part that you're holding and moving towards that direction that you're cutting, like when you're holding scissors. Started with my other eyebrow and just finishing up. Sometimes one eyebrow is a little bit easier than the other. Now, I like for my eyebrows to have that somewhat slant L shape, and then I'll clean up little hairs that I missed or weren't able to get with tweezers. Now, the aftercare part is really important. I like to use rose water and some hyaluronic acid after, just to soothe that skin area and give it a little bit of anti-inflammatory spray with the rose water. And this is the finished product. Let me know if you guys are threading your own eyebrows or will give it a try after this video.